Could be a moose in the birch forest. Could be the moose on the pond. Yes, yeah, Zert. Or at Lower Falls, which we did see last time through. So yeah, we got still got some business to take care of there. Okay, so it's about yeah. So at noon today, so in a couple hours in game, uh, yeah, it'll be we will have no. This is no. We're 48 days in. Yes, this is day 49. Right. So at midnight, the journal will roll over to 49, and then we will have one more day. Yeah. Okay, so at noon, we'll have 36 hours to go. So I want to be sure I don't go over and then either force myself to do math or give the judges any kind of agita. Oh yes, OMB. We'll check in as we go. All right, yeah. You know what? Where was that? If we have 36 hours to go, yeah, crafting's really not going to be a thing. I should be dropping a lot of stuff now that I think of it, but we'll just deal with that as we go. Don't just stay focused. Stay focused. Besides, it's funnier if there's only one bear or one bun bun and one ptarmigan in the kill count. Okay, so how do we? I mean, yeah, honestly, yeah, yeah. The spawns are what they're. I honestly, assuming I don't find a way to throw the run in the last 36 hours, I think we've done okay. For not taking time to min max or even look up new spawns for the wildlife refresh, I think we've done okay for ourselves. We got a respectable number of moose. That's a good number of bears. Um, a frankly silly number of wolves. But again, that stalker settings, that's going to happen. Okay, yeah, look at that. Yeah, there's 9 of them right there. And I think I'm going to take each and every one. I see more down there, but okay. So assuming I can reach them all, and somehow apparently Astrid can, despite taking that angle. Okay, there's one. three be enough? Yeah, I think three should suffice. Hello? There we go. That's a hitbox. No, come on. There we are. What are we still carrying? There you go. Yeah, well, we're probably going to be just like progressively shedding stuff as we get closer to the deadline. When we know we have a better idea of what we're going to need, what we're not going to need. They will know me by the trail of my loot. So thinking on it, so what could we have done differently if we did want to, if we had an inkling to be like to, compete for top spot? Well, we could we re-rolled for. Well, we could. What we could have done is maybe try to spawn in Ash Canyon. Apparently, that's popular. We get the crampons and the backpack right away. Uh, could also get the rifle with that spawn, but does it? It does come with ammo, I believe, but you are going to be defenseless until you find it, and you're not necessarily going to have anything to gather all those saplings you keep walking by, unless you find a hatchet or a hacksaw. That might be one thing. I mean, yeah, better luck with the spawns could be as well, but again, that's not in our control. Sleeping less? Yeah, yeah, that could be a thing. Yeah, you sleep less, but you also make sure don't carry around as much stuff as you would in a normal survival run. And and you can offset the fatigue damage by just drinking birch bark tea constantly. That could be a thing. Yeah, know the spawns, travel lighter. Drink a bunch of tea. I think I heard a wolf over here. Yep. Looks like it's going to have itself some venison. See if I can do something about that. Yes, pies. I initially planned to make pies. That's why I squirreled away 200 rose hips. And then I never used them. I had all those. Oh, even this, and it was a buck. Yeah, I had like a bunch of cans of peaches, squirreled away. Never used them. Just started eating them. Yeah, we could have done more if we were of a mind to do so. And I guess, well, I told myself, I mean, the time spent, stopping to cook is time you could have spent moving, but then they could just as easily say, well, all that time you spend sleeping is time you could have spent moving, and they would be correct. Peaches, yes, yeah, peach pie and rose hip pie do the same. They both give an energy boost. Yeah, those yeah give energy, and then the like the ptarmigan, rabbit, and I think venison pies all give you the unburdened buff. So they give a temporary uh, boost to your carry capacity. Also potentially useful. Like I think I just reached the well I concluded that the time spent cooking might not be worth it, but again, I mean I mean the the final score will be the arbiter, right? Nary peach pie. Yeah, I think yeah, it's still it's at cooking 3, same as the other pies. I'm pretty sure. Let's check. Yeah, ptarmigan pie, rabbit pie, rose hip pie, peach pie. Yeah, all cooking 3. And yeah, so improves fatigue and then gives headache. Yeah, the rabbit ptarmigan. Is there a venison pie? Yep, venison pie. No downside, just extra max carry weight temporarily. Okay, here you go, Zert. So here's our door. Takes 12 minutes and 45 calories. On the other side, et voila. Not like an earth-shattering development, but it's one more free source of water, and one that you don't need tools to access necessarily. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think especially like if you're doing no Goa, or say if you spawn, let's say if for whatever reason you spawn in early in a Loper run and you're struggling to find matches, the toilets at the dam are a ready source of water for you. They don't require anything to burn. Doors like that in the Zoc and the airfield. Hmm. Don't know about the Zoc. Could be the airfield, but Fuck you. Like the airfield, like in the hangar, like the everything in the like the restroom is open as far as I remember. Zoc, I'm less certain. Like the Isle camp. I think you have access to all the toilets. Maybe somewhere in the head frame building or the. Oh yeah, no, there's no water in. No, I don't think there's any water in there at all. So that might be it. That might be the one spot, but maybe we're check. Oh, you know where it might be worth. It's almost certainly not. But what about the infirmary at the Black Rock prison and like those the patient cells? Can we get into those with safe house customization? Because it looks like there's stuff in there, maybe even toilets. Otherwise, where would they go? Yeah, I'm almost kind of sorry I didn't think of that while we were actually in Blackrock. But that's it. I'm sure some eager beaver will get right on that. It just won't be me. Yeah, I'm sure someone will check it out. Or someone will dive into the code and actually there's no permission to or what have you. Okay, so we're past noon. We got less than 36 hours to go. Let's see. So what's our order of operations? Okay, if we're gonna hold out plans to go to coastal, maybe we should start. Yeah, go to angle ourselves toward Molly's, look toward Three Strikes, and then work up and around, and then try to finish at Thompson's. Then we can go back up the road, go through the coal mine. Although, PV is big. We might not get it done before day 50. But if we don't, oh well. Because at this point, we're pretty much gilding the lily. before we head out there. Actually, go ahead and have those. There we go. Oh, I guess I forgot the other ironclad rule. PV gonna PV. And if the B word happens, then well, we just lose time. What are we doing? Why are we going this way? Because I want to check the pond. I mean, yeah, the moose that we know is actually in the lower falls, but yeah, we just it's worth checking. Plus, there is that fishing hut there, so if worse comes to worse, we can shack up there for a while. Maybe. Nope, don't, nope, nope. You're gonna try to sneak up on me. How dare. Alrighty, pond in sight. No moose. Alright. Expectations were low, and they were met. Okay, so now let's go ahead and pop ourselves down to the lower end, and well, yeah, we'll take a peek at lower falls as we go by. What you got? You got firewood. Seriously? I don't have time to play with you, kitty. Okay, lower falls? I think this is lower falls. Yeah, that looks like lower falls. And we do not get a second moose at lower falls. Well, bother. All right. All right. Are we okay? If we are where I think I am, mate. God, every bit of this screams blizzard. I don't really want to go looking for bears in these conditions, but I think we might have to. There's that. Yeah, there's the. Yeah, there's the climb over there. Here. So hang on. So the bear that walks by the small barn, right there, is that its cave? Yeah, that must be its cave. And then the one that goes up the path near the purple car, is that the Three Strikes bear? I what is that a bear walking down the street? I do believe it is. Sit. Since when are you a commuter? Whomever you might be. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna drag him all the way back to a car, so we might have to make do with a spot up here. There we go. Think we can go over the ledge if we get charged? I think we can. Okay, yeah, you must be the Three Strikes bear. I say must be as though I have any kind of confidence in the new spawns. Excellent. And just in time too, apparently. Well, I mean, it's behaving for all the world like it wants to blizzard, and yet. Thank you, sir. I am very pleased that one went down in one. So we didn't have to do any chasing. We didn't have to do any waiting out of storms. And man, I love that the dropping guts trick still does still works its magic. Okay, I will deal with these two. Not sure what you were pathing around, but all right. Okay. Next up. Are we going Bunker Bear? I think we're going Bunker Bear. Because, yeah, hit that one. Work our way clockwise. Hit the Bend Bear, and then land in Thompson's. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, it's all right. Best plan we have. Also the only one. Oh yeah, wasn't the oh no, there's that marsh kind of between Molly's and Thompson's, but that's yeah, that I think that's one of the old moose spawns. That might not be up to date. I remember walking up on that moose and getting surprised by it once. Is that? Oh no, okay, that was a motorcycle revving outside my place. I heard a real quick. I thought, a moose here? No, motorcycle. Different M word. Okay, I was initially going to follow the river, but obviously that plan just went all to hell. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Here. Okay, never mind, never mind, never mind. Are we all right? Yeah, we're all right. All right, just a little bit more circuitous route, and then we normally would, but hey, that's all right. Hello? Where? Where on earth? All right, you know what? Did you see that wolf? Hello? Oh, there you are. Okay, what gives? Silly doggo, wasting my time. Yeah, they're ridiculous, right, Bun Bun? Okay, well, let's soldier on. Hey, does the moose spawn down on the river now? I don't rightly remember. You know, it's okay. It's okay. We'll check down there later. Again, the goal is the bunker bear. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure this is a path that goes. I don't usually go up this way. Usually I go, by skeeters or take the road up the other way past the point of disagreement. I don't want to say this is uncharted territory, but it is rarely charted territory. I think I got one more fringe benefit of doing the tournament and just completely losing losing my mind. Okay, we're about at sunset. We got about another 6 hours or so. Just stepped at like it was intentionally hiding right behind that fucking tree. I asked her this though. I brought this on myself.
I could eat a horse.
That's saying a lot because you love horses. Yeah, and really like that kind of like if you're looking at the maps, it's just like that northwest quadrant of PD. Like, why go there other than maybe three strikes? And even then, that's a ways out of the way. So yeah, it's a unless you're not just doing faithful cartographer, but actually like making complete maps. Okay, I do see bones there, but again, no guarantee. But yeah, unless you're like making complete maps, what reason do you have to go that way? Okay, so Bunker Bear can be up. So I need to tread carefully. And remember, it actually no, I think the plane crash is over that ridge. You know, we did pull it in there previously, but I don't think it wanders in there on its own.
I need to find a place to rest.
I think we have bigger plans, fuzzier plans. Well, I was gonna go ahead and drop the guts, do the little thing, but apparently it's not gonna be a problem. Okay, nope. It is locked onto us. So can we go down if we need to? If it goes around that way, I think so. We'll find out. Okay. Not sure why that dissuaded it, but cool. Okay, so where could we go to let this? Oh, here we go. Um, as I said, we don't want to go into the bunker or the space capsule and risk the bleed rolling off. So the next most convenient cave would be Burned Ridge, which is just up that way. Right. Reminder: we're at 30 bear kills. So we're not going to zone in anywhere until we see that go up to 31. There we go. Okay, yeah, well, it is actually a comparatively gorgeous sunset, given how blah things are otherwise. Now I just have to remember how to get to Burn Ridge Cave from this side of the plane crash. I think it's over here. Okay, I see birch trees. I think we might be in business.
All I can think about is food.
Well, then I hope you like cattails, Astrid, because that's all you're getting.
Feels like night is coming.
It does tend to do that when the sun sets. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we're waiting on 31. See anything to do in the meantime? We got cloth. Or at least we do so far. There we go. See, I'm torn between. Oh, never mind. No longer torn. They're dead. Well, okay, yeah, they're dead. Visibility is still Garbo. Okay. Mm, I need to drink a coffee, though. See, all right. We've done things the sensible way so far. We might as well continue. All right. We'll make one. We'll make a little bit of water. We'll sleep here, and then like for the last day, we'll be wacky with energy drinks and stims, or at least energy drinks. Stims may be a touch too wacky, mostly because of the exhaustion afterwards.
Come on, little fire.
There we go. Yeah. So what we'll do, as close to sunup as possible. We hit Bend Bear, Thompson's Bear, maybe we take a peek at the birch forest, or maybe go. No, we go Bend, Birch, Thompson's, then coal mine into coastal, and we hit the hot spots. We go to Misanthropes. We check the town site. Yeah, we'll look for bears, look for moose. And if we have time, we push into coastal or into DP. Then we really finish where we started. Okay. Honestly, I could just drop all these arrowheads and feathers because we're highly unlikely to stop and craft. We still got, yeah, 9 fresh arrows plus one that's mostly good condition. Yeah, we got 4 energy drinks and 5 stems. What else don't we need? Well, here, just come on up here. That's fine, I suppose. We'll keep all that. We're wearing all this. Pry bar, that's long been irrelevant. Drop those. Drop those. Drop that. That. Maybe we'll keep those just in case we need light. Okay, you now we're down to 31. Although that's also, Solons, those, and the bedroll. Still, good start. All right, there we go. There we go. How much do we have? 4 liters. Yeah, 3 liters plus birch bark teas plus that 1 herbal tea will be fine. God, imagine if we played the whole way like this. We just left the pry bar behind. We weren't walking around like it was an actual survival run. Who knows what we would have been capable of. But alas, okay. See, I really don't want to go bear hunting in the middle of the night with no visibility. That is not a maximum optimal approach. Yeah, just eat till you're full, Astrid. Really don't want to be stopping. Okay, that'll do. You know what? I will grab that because why not? Okay. Yeah, we're only 3/4 rested, but we'll pop energy drinks as we go. Oh yeah, let me check. Yeah, day 49. So we have another, call it 18 hours to squeeze in as many kills as we can. Okay. Now I will say that is a gorgeous sunrise, and PV is good with those. When it's not doing the other PV stuff. I know. What do you think, sir? I mean, does this challenge interest you at all? Was it something you'd want to take part in? Because the was it the TLD tournaments website? It actually lists, like, not just this one, but a whole bunch of them. Different challenges people have made up along the way. Because there's I see some of them that look familiar. Who knows? Maybe if I can refine it, I'll get the Summit Sweep challenge in there.
Looks like I made it through another night.
You sure did, girly. You sure did. Not sure? That's fair. I mean, it is. Again, admittedly, this is someone who is playing in the Stalker division, so one where you can just pick up and start killing right away. There you are. You don't need to do the usual early game loper or no go run around of get your hacksaw, get your hammer, find your matches, find your bedroll. You can just jump into the fun part. Assuming you are among those who finds the killing the fun part. And most people do, but some people don't. Like I know, cats is very much not into the whole harming animals thing, which is totally fine. Gonna be difficult to play the game for any length of time like that, but it's doable. All right. So yeah, the bear does come this way, so we do need to be ready. No feathers, no feathers. We have we set out our stall there. Our crafting days are behind us. Yes, yes, I see you. You're not nearly as stealthy as you think you are. Right. Moving swiftly on. Yeah, I think that might have been one of those speedy wolves. I think we landed that shot that took out like 99% of its health, and then we just needed to I guess, start the struggle, and then that took out the remainder. Okay. Hmm. Oh, there we are. Hey, buddy boy. See, where can we get that is safe? How about right up here? Ooh. Nope, that's going to be behind it. This is actually our best spot. Assuming it's going to come wandering up the road. And it almost assuredly is. Unless... Can I get up here? I think we can. Yes, yes. Come this way, woodland friends. And speaking of woodland friends, it's a Bash Robe raid. What's up, Bash? Thank you so much for the raid. How'd your stream go? And you're doing your tournament run as well? Let me pause here for just a second. Give Bash a good and proper welcome. Always good to see you, Bash. How's things? How'd it go? And thank you for the follow, Marco. Appreciate that. Yeah, welcome in, Bash. Welcome in, Raiders. Yeah, please tell me how'd everything go?
No rest, no resting. Well, no resting. I'm cooking. Oh my.
Silly Will. Okay, yeah, folks. I can't imagine anyone who is here and isn't already following Bashro. But if you're not, fix that. An absolute titan, nay, a pillar of the TLD community, and honestly, just a super chill dude in general. Hey, nope, 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 nope. No running. No running. Went okay. Rough Wolf Luck got a few points like 7. Oh, that sucks. Did you finish up or are you still going? We're on the very final day here, so that's why I'm still going nearly 8 hours into my usual 4-hour stream. But you got Milton HRV and oh, okay, yes, you got lots of. Oh wait, are you going to the far territories? I wouldn't dare. That is way too far. At least in my reckoning, I could very well be wrong. Oh, there you are, you silly sausage. Okay, but so a few points there. You must have less than 107 days. Um, actually, Bash, I'm not so sure. That actually seems at least from what I've seen of folks' runs so far, that actually seems kind of consistent with what other people are experiencing. Can I? Actually, no. No, you're bleeding. I'm just going to let you bleed because I only have, I only got 2 rifle shots left. Running out of stuff to kill. Okay, I mean, that's fair. Although, isn't the, now maybe the settings are different for Loper or um, Nogoa, but I thought the respawn rates were cranked to maximum for everything. So you might be able to, like we're doing now, like we're actually retracing our steps and actually getting some spawns we did not get the first time around. Like I'm getting some moose and a few bears that eluded us early. Oh, it is longer. Okay. So yeah, it's like so. I think I checked the settings for this. Um, all the I guess for this division, all the spawn rates are set up very high. But I guess I guess Maria wasn't as kind to you folks. Oh yeah, I should introduce myself. That's apologies. Yeah, anyone who came in with the raid and with Bash and you don't know me, first off, hi. I'm Trooper Barry. I call myself a variety streamer who also happens to play a lot of the Long Dark, as you can see I am doing now. I am also doing my tournament run. I am not doing the no-go light division like Bash. I am a big weenie, so I'm doing Stalker. Hence the reason I'm running around with a rifle. And we are on the very final day. We're going to comb PV real quick like, and then go through Coastal and probably wrap up in DP where it all started. I didn't set out to do it that way, but hey ho, here we are. You're hoping for getting different spawns exactly. You got same wolf spawns, point where there's something wrong with the coding. Okay, yeah, I will. Yeah, I was singing your praises as an top tier sciencer earlier, so I will defer to your knowledge there. Again, this is Stalker, so I just assume there's a wolf around every corner, and I'm usually right. Oh, speaking of Bash, I saw something I'd never seen before, but maybe you have. Have you ever like gone to aim a weapon and then had a second weapon simultaneously like aim at the top of the screen? Because I had that happen to me. I don't know how, but somehow, when I went to aim like the bow, I was in HRV. I don't know if that matters, but I went to aim the bow like this, and then at the same time, the rifle aimed at the very top of the screen, despite it still being in my inventory. So I don't know what happened there. It was cool and yet disconcerting at the same time. No? Okay. Well, I keep up my track record of finding new things that are broken. Okay, so I'll definitely have to clip that. Okay, I hear the siren song of doggos eating bun buns. Let's go see if we can do something about that. Nope, nope. Actually, they're on the other side of the rocks. Okay. Oh, and Bash. I know. I think we started it right about the same time. So if you need to do any post-stream streamer care, hydrate, medicate, snackinate, please feel free to do so. I mean, I've rated you on a semi-regular basis, and I have to raid and fade every so often. So if you feel the need to do so, by all means. There we are. That was not the desired effect, but okay. Okay, your friends will be back along pretty soon. I hope. I think. There you are. I knew you couldn't stay away. Oh, don't you try to shimmy shake me. I know you ain't got those hips. Anyway, gonna make some dinner now? All right. Have a good one, Bash. And thank you so much for bringing your community over here. And hope you have a great rest of your day. All right, there's one more wolf running about here somewhere. There we go. See, that's how it's supposed to go. All right. Now, last time we came through here, there was a bear wandering this way. We were able to get up on those rocks and have a pop at it. That was also one of those times when I took an ill-advised second shot at a fleeing, uh, wounded, well, animal, bear, always bear. Okay, 32, good. Just making absolutely sure we got that bear. But I'm not sure where that would have come from. All right, anyway, yeah, it's almost noon. We got about 12 hours left to go. Really don't want to be speculating. Oh, hush, Astrid. Actually, let me do this real quick. Radial, 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 radial. There. Girl, you are going to be caffeined up to the nines today. Right. Bingo, that you? Bingo, you're a long way from home, pal. No, 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 you don't need those. We need enough food for 12 hours. That's it. Okay, so we're gonna go check in on the bear that can spawn up behind there. You know, like the one that wanders up with a shortcut to the path to the gold mine. And if it's not there, then where is the gold mine? God, that'd be a long trek. No, the coal mine. And if it's not there, then we go to the coal mine and we root and toot and shoot our way through coastal and DP, hoping against hope we get more respawns than just wolves. And if ever Astrid gets too tired, well, she's going to shotgun another energy drink. And if we didn't already have straight to the heart, we would have it by the end of this challenge. That's for damn sure. Okay. All right, now it might make us wonder. Well, hang on. Is there one cave or two back here? So, I know there's a cave back there in the corner. Is there one that looks like a cave right up ahead of us? And that's because it is. Okay. So we're looking for buns. I do not see any buns. So we move on. Because there's no bones in there, and there's no bones in that cave, that tells me that the bear that wanders around here is not going to be up, and so there's no reason for us to stick around. I don't know if the Signal Hill bear is still a thing. I know we got I think it's the Three Strikes bear, and we got the Bunker bear, and we got the Bend bear. And I don't know what the rules are for the number of bears that can be up at any one time, if they even exist. For all I know, you could have 6 bears up at once, which would normally be horrifying, except for this challenge, would be great. I see a lack of buns. All right. Well, that's us done. All right. Okay, so if we're coming in through the coal mine, with 12 hours to go, what's our most efficient way through coastal? If we're looking for bears and or moose. Okay. When we come in, we actually go right. We start at Bear Creek. Look for that bear. Cut across the ice. Check in the town site. Look for the moose. See if Petunia's back at Misanthropes. And then maybe we put, because there's still a chance for 1 bear and 1 moose in DP. Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking as well, Zert. Because we got we got the Quonset moose before. That was actually the first moose we had. Unless we got the DP moose where we spawned and I just walked away because I didn't feel like tangling with it right away, which could be. Yeah, I know the first moose kill we got was the Quonset moose, which we shot through a railing. Yeah, between travel time and then if we have to, stalk any bears, maybe, you know, well, I hope we hopefully don't have to wait for any of them to bleed out, but we might. I only have, ooh, there's a night. Okay, if we don't have convenient locations to shoot from, we just plant an arrow in them and then run away. And we let the blade do the work, and then we save the rifle rounds for the sure thing. Yeah, yeah, that sounds actually moderately workable, which given the plans we've been running with so far is actually kind of an improvement. All right, I keep seeing those as rifle rounds. No, those are revolver rounds. Yeah, actually, you know what? Go home. You're not too good for your home. Right. And then obviously DP is small enough, if the moose is there, it'll be on the bridge or it'll be on its rock. And then the bear will just be wandering around the whale factory or somewhere down on the ice. Okay. Yeah, my thinking is that because we have archery 5, so that's as fast a bleed out time as we can get. Assuming a hit in a decent spot as opposed to just landing one on the butt and then having to wait a maximum amount of time. All right. Yeah, so off to the right first. Bear Creek, cut across. Uh, there you are. I haven't seen you this whole damn tournament. Mm, nope. Fine. Fine. Okay. Oh, actually, we got the points. Oh, you didn't count the cougar. Yeah, the cougar's pretty important, I would say. Bit over 300. Yeah, 300 in one day. That's pretty good. Yeah, you're fine. See, it seems like the the Loper and the no go. Obviously, those are much slower stars because no pre-existing weapons. But again, it's like I don't know how many runs have been submitted and verified. So it's hard to get an idea of what is par? Like where should you be after this many days? Now, yeah, so the tournament's been going for a month, yeah, right about a month. So we should start to have an idea, like what is a good score? What is the kind of pace that is required? But then again, that's also however many runs for Maria or Fish or CJ or whoever to verify. And I guess if they had that kind of workload ahead of them, I can understand why Maria and Fish went on vacation because that's a
I'm getting tired.
they could have a lot of VOD watching ahead of them. So it's a good thing they like TLD. All right, so how are we going to do this? I mean, I was thinking we go. We don't have to go all the way up, to the railroad and then down. The bear doesn't wander that far. Yeah, I don't think I've actually attempted this, but we should be able to cut across, right? Yeah, yeah. There's territory here. Yeah, look at that. Nothing but territory. I should probably find the creek because it's a something to wait. Never mind. Belay that creek finding. Now I think if I can get up here without being detected, that would be ideal. Can we actually do that? Oh, hello? Game? Please? This is spiritually important to me, game. You rude. All right. Plan B. We'll go up there. Okay, confirmation there is a wolf up there. Ooh, very bright. Okay, now It's walking away from us, but what if? First off, what if the game does not kick me off this ledge? Yes. Now, what if we do? So we reset the bear, and now all of a sudden it's coming our way. I have definitely abused that little trick, and I will continue to do so. Okay. Very careful not to throw ourselves off a ledge. Okay, I'm not entirely sure of this angle you're taking here, bear friend. All right, if you're going to be a jerk about it, we'll just have to do this the hard way. Okay, in retrospect, I very easily could have just stuck an arrow in it and run away. You know, the thing I said I was going to do. But I didn't. Oh, shoot, 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 real quick. 32. Okay. We need that number, the bear kill, to be at least 33 before we leave the zone. I've already cheated myself out of one bear kill in this zone. I'm not going to do it again. I had to yell at HRV before it would give me 2 bear kills that I deserve credit for. Alright. And I will take the ice just for that little bit of speed boost. Okay. Do we want to... Whoa, no. Those are timber wolves. Right? Yeah, those are timbies. I don't have it in me to deal with them just now. Oh, there's our bear. Clearing a path and scaring away any wolves that might be on the ice. Although given that there's timbies oot and about, there might not be that many. Because usually wherever timbies are, regular wolves aren't. I don't know, maybe there's beef between the two? Hard to say. Oh, it reset. Bear friend reset. Is this something we want to deal with? Not especially. I kind of wanted this to be a one and done thing. Okay, looks like the timbies are no longer interested, which is lovely. Could let fly with a speculative arrow, but I don't think that is the way. Yeah, I got 1 rifle shot and 8 arrows. So yeah, okay. If we, oh yeah, don't forget the town site. Check the town site, see if the moose is there. If the moose is there, that rifle shot is reserved for it. If not, then we'll save it for Petunia. If Petunia's not with us, take it to DP. And we don't go anywhere until the bear counter is at least 33. Okay. Yeah, maybe it is the presence of the tip because usually this like the ice would be crawling with wolves. That guy right there, that's the first one I've seen. Is that the Timby effect? I think it probably is. Okay, there you go. There's two of them. Maybe I pulled them away from the land. Okay. And hey, that was the whole idea behind walking around stinky. The wolves are supposed to deliver themselves to me rather than me having to go to them. Let's see. Nope, still 32. Oh yes. Uh, yeah, town site first. Although I think I see Petunia running about in the distance. I was kind of hoping she'd be by her cave, but I guess that's not. We are not going to be so fortunate. Okay. Check in real quick. Oh yeah. It could be mini doggos about too. I'll just pop another energy drink. Why not? Nope. Don't leave the feathers. I know it's a habit that's been ingrained across this event, but we do not need more feathers. And there is a distinct lack of moose in the town site. Well, looks like we got lucky exactly once. Ah well. Are you about to Blizzard? The Long Dark video game for personal computer. Are you going to Blizzard on my last day in this challenge? You know, you pull those kind of shenanigans, I don't know, we can be friends. Okay, yeah, I see. Well, I see Petunia all the way out there. And, Toonie is not, she's not as quick as she once was. So bringing her all the way from there to
Anything right now.
our favorite fishing hut for hunting. It would be a large use of our time that could be devoted elsewhere. So, or alternatively, I hallucinated the whole thing, and Petunia isn't actually out here.
No rest suit. I'm gonna faint.
That would be unfortunate. Well, we'll check. All right. How's that? Hey, thank you for the follow, Miss Rags. Appreciate that. Okay. So we do our little reset dance. Does that help at all? Or was that, did I mistake that buck walking on the horizon for actually being a bear? That might just be what happened. Okay, it's almost sundown. We have, what, 6 to 8 hours left in our challenge? We go hunt Petunia, assuming she's actually there and not a figment. Wait. There she is. I would say, or do we go, we try DP? Maybe we can do both. Now we need Petunia to die quickly, so we'll probably have to use our last rifle shot here. Okay, switch. We drop. We collect. Hey, Toonie. Been a hot minute. Suboptimal. She reset entirely too quickly. And a blizzard's gonna hit. I feel it in my bones. All right, well, hang on. Okay, we've broken pursuit. Okay, that one still hasn't bled out either. Good grief. I mean, she's heading the right way, but she's taking entirely too long. Okay, that was absolutely pathetic. Yeah, No, here we go. It's the next best thing. Of course. Of
Ah, I'm
course.
starving.
Astrid, shush. I need you to land a crit on one shot. That is all we're gonna get here before she runs off and probably despawns in a fucking blizzard. This is deeply suboptimal. I don't mind saying. Thank you, Petunia, for your cooperation. Well, that's at least 33. If the game wanted to be really nice to me, it would take it up to 34 before we leave the zone. But I don't think the game's really in the business of being nice to us, certainly not now. Uh, 33, not 34. Oh, yeah. Don't have much need for that anymore. All right. Maybe we'll hang out in the car. Oh, hey, she's sweet. Does fast pull? Yes. Yeah, fat loses condition, same as anything else. Um, should leave it outside. If you if you have plans for it, yeah, leave it outside. Um, but if like I say, especially if you're early on, one good use for it, if you can put together a kilogram of fat, you can turn that into cooking oil, and it's an easy way to grind cooking XP. Okay, there we go. Yeah, still 33. Ah. Okay. It's like meat. Yes. Yeah, meat. Actually, most food does, as far as I know. Especially any like any baked goods like your uh, your bannock, your pies, your porridges. If you're not going to consume it immediately, yeah, leave it outside. It'll lose condition slower, and like noticeably so. All right, I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to see if we can squeeze out one more bear kill before we leave here for good. Yeah, absolutely, my pleasure. Hey, there we go, 34. We're going to celebrate with an energy drink. Woo! But yeah, unless you have like you have plans to use fat in a recipe, and I know pemmican does. I'm not sure of many others that do. Then yeah, its main use is cooking oil. Unless I'm forgetting something, and I could very well be. But yeah, get yourself that. Now the problem is like aside from moose and bears, not a lot of animals out there running around with a kilogram of fat you can harvest. So you might have to save up for a bit. Although, if I remember the update about being able to use ruined ingredients in cooking, maybe if the fat spoils, you can still make it into cooking oil. I haven't tried it, but maybe. Okay, yeah, time is short, so let's at least get through the mine, and we'll see where we are. Yeah, it might still be blizzarding when we tick over into day 50, which would be unfortunate, but oh well. Yeah, 1.2 off a female deer. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Steady on, Astrid. We're almost home. Well, maybe your head is thick. You ever think about that? You can. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Zert. Now you should be able to use, if the fat does end up ruined. Although it's Hinterland made it sound like the ability to use ruined ingredients in cooking is temporary. Although if if they fix that before they give us episode
I
5,
need to rest soon.
I don't know. Okay, so before we go charging out there, uh, we'll do one last inventory check. If there's anything else we can drop that we know we're not going to need, which is honestly probably most things, given the hour and our relatively simple needs. Yep, that blizzard is still going. Okay, well, this is useless. The rest of that probably fine. We'll keep the meds just in case. Yeah, we're wearing everything. Might as well stuff our girl full now. Because, yeah, nothing is going to be out there in a blizzard, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately, because hunting in a blizzard seems like a really bad idea. Torches, most likely not. Don't need 2 bows. Don't need that. Good chance we'll need those. We'll keep those just to stay stinky. And then here, just in case. Okay, still 49. So, yeah, until the moon hits high midnight, we're still in with an ability to hunt. Nope, it is not in fact passed.
I am too tired to think straight.
Well, let's fix that. Man. Yep, I think we might well be boned.
I don't feel so good. I need to find a place to rest.
Yeah, there it is. Day 50. Ah, well. The game said, fuck your plans. All right. So take final stock here. So rifle shots, we were 90 of 103. Right? Yeah. If I hadn't yanked those couple shots at fleeing bears, we might have hit 90%. Oh well. Okay. Kill count. 255 wolves, 34 bears, 8 moose, 6 deer, 1 rabbit, 1 ptarmigan, and of course, 1 cougar. So, while we're here, let me go ahead and pull up the handy dandy calculator provided to us by the tournament organizers. Let's see. So, 103 taken, 90 hits, 8 moose, 34 bear, 255 wolves, 6 deer, 1 rabbit, 1 ptarmigan, yes cougar, calculating, oh, 3,995 points. One more wolf, and we would hit an even 4 grand. Ah, well. And just shy of a 9-hour stream. Boy, I didn't plan on that, but I just, one day you wake up at 2 p.m. and all of a sudden you're all energetic. Yeah, I think we're going to call it there. Yeah, thanks, Ert. Thank you, Bash. And thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me tonight for this double stuffed stream. Yeah, lots of people say thank you to. Thank you to Longshot for the raid. Thank you to Zyru for the raid. Thank you to Knifo and Bash. And also thank you to Marco and Miss Rags for the follows. Oh, all right. Time to clip it and ship it and let Maria and Fish deal with it. But before I go, as we always do, let me find someone to raid and I can pass you beautiful people off to someone else. Let's see. Rain's doing Green Hell. We rated her recently. Jen's doing Final Fantasy IX. See, scrolling. Lots of people. Hey, there we go. Oh, Wabajack's been going for 7.5 hours. All right. So we'll go from one marathon stream to another. Okay, folks, we're gonna go raid Wabajank. If you can't, please stick around for the raid. Show her some love. Yeah, another super cool person, part of our TLD community. I don't know if I'm gonna stream on Sunday or later today. I might need the rest of the day just to recover. I'll post on the Discord and let y'all know. So check in there. All right. So, uh, again, thanks you all for being here. It's been a wild ride. We'll see you next time, and bye for now.